people who are in the business world, who are in the human resources world, and are leading organizations. And for whatever reason, they have some conflict with all of these different generations, how they think, how they feel, how they progress, and how to communicate with them. And I feel like now is a great opportunity to help organizations overcome this and actually intertwine these amazing pipelines of information from all these different contributors into one solid message to make them a better organization. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey around the world that will culminate on the slopes of Mount Everest. And I want to share with you the leadership lessons that I learned on this expedition that helped me be successful climbing Mount Everest. But more importantly, I believe these same lessons could impact all of you in this room right now to help you with your leadership journey. Today's world is so different than ever before. And it's not about the title that you have, of how big your office is, or how much money you make. It's about, are you making a difference? Can you impact not only your professional workforce, but your family, your community, your fellow associates? Have an impact on their lives. And therefore you can make a difference, not just today, but ongoing for years to come. When you go to Mount Everest, it is not about the destination. It is all about the journey. By a show of hands, how many of you in this room right now are on some kind of journey? Come on now, don't be bashful, look around the room. Everybody has a hand up because we're all on some kind of journey. The leaders of organizations that are challenged right now with not only being as productive as they want to be or have the right staff that they want to have, whatever they're challenged with, I believe if we connect, that we would have a chance to make a difference in your workforce, in your culture, and also in your results. And I'm right on his tail, and my head is down, and I'm just going. And 4 hours into this trek to 25,000 feet, he stops. He turns around with this huge smile on his face. I go, what? Turn around. I turn around, and there. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the 49er Club. There is the top of the world. I can taste it being at this camp. There's Camp 4. I just got to go up there and boom, I've done it. So I say to the guys, hey guys, can we just do this now? What do you think they said? No. Why? Sorry, Brooke, we're not going to do that. We're going to go down to Camp 2, spend the night. We're going to go down to Camp 1, spend the night. Then we're going to go down to base camp, and we're going to spend 5 nights in base camp, because base camp, the pathways, is just like base camp at Everest. You reinvigorate your intentions, your goals, your dreams, and how it's all going to work when you get to the summit. And I can taste it. I believe that the strength of an intergenerational team, quite simply, is opening the pipeline of intergenerational wisdom. I want to be able to take all of those pieces and bring it together in a single, simple, understandable story that people can relate to, not just in their professional world, but with their families, with their communities, with their church, with their school, with their children. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the destination. It is all about the journey and how you accomplish that journey. Because when you get to Everest, and I didn't realize this, but there is a specific methodical process to give you what they call a foundation for success. And I believe it can be transferred to the business world. So think about that, and think about going slowly and cultivating and attracting young people, engaging them, and then finding a way to retain them. I believe it's far more important to see what skill sets each of these different generations can bring to your organization, to your teams, and then leverage those skill sets and bring them together with what I call this generational pipeline. Because each one of those generations, regardless of how old they are, have wisdom, so that you can all be successful in your goal, in your mission. And for me, it comes from the heart, because now that I've experienced what it's like to be at the top of the world with all these different people, with all different generations, all with the same goal, it was an incredible experience that I like to share with images and stories and outcomes that were so positive that I feel the audience is impacted in a way that they can then go back to their different organizations and impact their workers by using these same lessons. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brooke Chesnut.
He's a man of passion, a man of courage, and a man who is driven not only internally, but also to help other people to succeed. He's very natural, engaged the audience very well, a great storyteller. He actually moved around the room quite a bit, and so I felt like he kept our attention throughout the entire presentation.
Number one is critical thinking about what it means to be successful as a Toastmaster, as well as a pursuer of goals in life. Number two, critically, how do you deal with failure? How do you deal with the goal that you set for yourself that you did not achieve? And I believe Brooke's presentation illuminates that idea. And number three is, how do you come back to a new way of thinking about your goals, your success, and your achievement that is realistic as well as attainable? And through those three pathways, I think you come out of his presentation with a whole new set of ideas about your future and about the people around you that you also love.